I used to think the Bible was either boring or that it might unlock secret knowledge and turn me into a superhero. Like maybe if I just flipped to the right page, something would click, a voice, a light, a power I didn't have before. Seriously, one minute I'd be yawning in church, the next I was hoping to discover some ancient code that would change everything. It sounds ridiculous now, but that tension between apathy and obsession actually says something about what I was really searching for. Hey, I'm Chris. I'm a pastor and storyteller based in Mandan, North Dakota. My wife and I started Pneuma Stories to wrestle with the stuff we all carry: faith, doubt, beauty, and so on. If this resonates with you even a little, I hope you'll stick around. I remember sitting cross-legged on the scratchy carpet of my childhood room. The Bible's gold edges flaked onto my fingers as I flipped the pages, fast, hungry, hoping not for comfort, but for clues. If this book is from God, shouldn't it do something? I felt this quiet ache, like I was chasing something, but I couldn't name it. I even told a friend once, I think there's something in here, like a key. I just don't know what it unlocks. I even once tried placing the Bible under my pillow and sleeping with it, as if proximity might rub off on me. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Turns out, though, I wasn't the only one searching. In fact, we're all trying to find something solid, something true. But these days, truth feels less like a compass and more like a playlist, custom-made, curated, and constantly changing. One post says we're in a crisis, the next says it's all a hoax. 1 minute it's trust the science, the next do your own research. News anchors are screaming, algorithms decide, and somehow the quiet voice of truth gets drowned out. In fact, 55% of Americans say that right and wrong depend on the situation. And only 13% of Gen Z adults believe in absolute moral truth. Even Reuters noticed that a growing number of Americans believe that truth is unknowable. Listen, this isn't about blaming culture. It's about naming the drift that we all feel in this ocean of information and ideas. We're tired of the spin, tired of curated certainty, tired of not knowing what or who to trust. And yet something keeps pulling back to the Bible. This might sound strange, but what if the most misunderstood book in the world actually understands you? I know, that might sound a bit dramatic, but again and again, people with every reason to dismiss the Bible find themselves drawn back to it. Tom Holland, a secular historian, realized his deepest values weren't Roman or Greek, but biblical. He writes, "To live in a Western country is to live in a society still utterly saturated by Christian concepts." Paul Kingsnorth, a former atheist, said, "Reading John's Gospel felt like someone was watching him." And C.S. Lewis, once a devout atheist, warned that a young man who wishes to remain a sound atheist cannot be too careful of his reading. And even Bart Ehrman, an agnostic Bible scholar, still calls the Bible the most important book in Western history. These aren't cliché stories. They are collisions, moments where ancient words break into modern lives. Look, maybe you've tried to read the Bible before and it felt random, irrelevant, or just hard to trust. I get that. I'm not asking you to become a Bible person overnight. I'm just inviting you to stay open. Because what if this book isn't a relic, but a mirror? Hebrews 4 verse 12 says that the Word of God is living and active, that it judges the thoughts and the attitudes of the heart. And Psalm 119 verse 105 have brought many Christians comfort when it says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." And maybe the voice in these pages isn't a concept, but a person, one who once walked among us and still whispers, "Follow me." Maybe the Bible never gave me superpowers, but maybe it does something better, because it tells me that I'm already seen, that I'm already known, and I am already loved. If you've ever felt conflicted about faith, if the Bible has felt boring, magical, irrelevant, or alive all in the same week, you're not alone. You're part of a group of people asking deeper questions, not just about what's true, but what is worth trusting. And that's what Pneuma Stories is here for. Not to hand you answers, but to open a sacred conversation. Has the Bible ever caught you off guard, made you pause, wonder, or rethink something? Drop your story in the comments. I read every one. Your voice could shape the future episode and even remind someone else that they are not alone. And hey, if you're near Mandan, North Dakota, we're creating a space to explore all of this, truth, doubt, purpose, at an event that we called Uncharted, happening November 9 to 15, 2025. You can join either in person or tune in online. Either way, we would love to have you.